Peace, be still, the night Jesus spoke to the storm. Have you ever felt like life was drowning you, like no matter how hard you tried to stay afloat, the storm just kept raging? What if I told you there is a voice that still speaks to storms, and when it speaks, even chaos surrenders? This is the story of a night when fear ruled the hearts of men until Jesus stood and changed everything. The sky was calm when they first set out. The disciples climbed into the boat with Jesus, thinking it was just another trip across the lake. They didn't know storms don't always come with warnings. As the boat glided across the water, the sky grew darker. The winds began to whisper, then howl. Suddenly, waves towered like giants, crashing against the boat, tossing it like a toy in the hands of chaos. The disciples, strong fishermen, men who had weathered many storms, were terrified. Water poured into the boat. Their voices trembled. "We're going to drown." But Jesus, he was asleep. Yes, asleep in the middle of a storm. Not because he didn't care, but because he wasn't afraid. Panicked, they shook him. "Teacher, don't you care that we're going to die?" And then he stood. No rush, no fear. He looked at the wind. He looked at the waves, and with a voice filled with divine authority, he said, "Peace, be still." In an instant, the wind obeyed. The sea flattened like glass. The chaos surrendered to calm. And then he turned to them and asked, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" And the disciples, stunned, breathless, soaked in awe, looked at each other and whispered, "Who is this man, that even the wind and the waves obey him?" But this was more than a miracle over nature. It was a lesson for every soul that would ever face a storm. Because sometimes the storm outside you is nothing compared to the fear within you. And sometimes God doesn't calm the storm around you until he's calmed the storm within you. So when life rages, when fear rises, when the winds scream louder than your hope, remember this night, there is one who still speaks to storms, and when he says, "Peace, be still," nothing can stand against him. Not fear, not doubt, not even the deepest storm. If this story touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who's going through their own storm. And if you believe in the power of faith, hope, and insight, subscribe to the INSIGHTFULNESS channel for more powerful stories that speak to the soul. Let the storms come, because now we know who calms them.